All right, Bulls fans, how you doing today? This is your 14U Bulls taking on the Huntsville Chargers. We are in Huntsville, Alabama, so not a bad drive for us today. Remy and the rest of the crew are down there waving, Bulls in their red jerseys. This afternoon on a lovely Saturday. Zam is finishing up, and we will be heading to our 3-minute warm-up here in just a moment. My name is Justin Cole. I'm here with Lauren Cole. She'll be helping us work the scoreboard and all the things. So we appreciate her. We'll start off today, as we always do, thanking our coaching staff. Head coach Mike Jeffries, assistant coaches Josh Uptain and Jackson Corbin. Appreciate everything y'all do for our kids. If you have access to the chat, want to drop us a line, want to drop a Go Bulls, by all means feel free. I highly doubt we have any Huntsville folks watching this, as they're all here today, playing in their barn. But if there's any Huntsville folks on, want to drop a Go Chargers, feel free. Good to see a bunch of the Huntsville folks that we've played with before, the Reeds, the Jokinens. I'm forgetting the Gregorys. Can't forget everybody. I think we're just waiting on officials, and we will be underway. And there's the refs. Just need some nets, and there they are. A few minutes behind here. We had like a birthday party on here before we got here. All right, here we go. 3-minute warm up underway. We have 13-minute periods, minute and a half penalties. Looks like we're going to have number 2, Liam Duncan, starting in net for us today. Spilled some water here. All good though. All right. It's going to about do it for our warm up here. We will be rounding all the kids up here for last minute word from the coaches. And we'll get this thing underway. All right, here we go. Coming out for the Bulls at first line, we're gonna have Shannon Caudle for the face-off. Gus Federle on his left. Looks like Reese Douglas on his right. Back on defense, we'll have Parker and Remy. Puck is dropped. Chargers win this one. Back towards their defense. Reese tried to jump it, but we're gonna have an offsides. Shannon picked that up right at the blue line, but Reese was way across. Puck is dropped. Bulls win it. Chargers jump it, though, pushing into Bulls territory. Chargers pass towards the middle. On the backside, shot. Stopped by Liam. And the net came off its moorings, and we have a Charger in the back of the net. Nice stop there by Liam as Chargers had a step on the defense on the backside. Shannon again for the faceoff. Puck is dropped. Shannon wins this one, takes it, pushes up through. He's coming out of the zone now, passes across for Reese. A little bit too far in front of Reese. Reese chasing it down, but the Chargers get there first. Over on the far side wall. Gus couldn't hang on to it. Chargers going to clear the zone here. Defense dropping back into position. That's Parker Allen passing it wide up the boards into the neutral zone, but Chargers recover. And big hit. Chargers still have possession of the puck. Recovered now by the Bulls. Bulls working up through. That's Shannon Caudle on the rush. He's up through the middle. Fakes one. He's in the zone. Passes across. Can't hang on to it. Shannon steals. Tries to center it, but the Chargers intercept. Bodied off the puck there by Caleb Doro, but Chargers clear the zone. Defense trying to drop back. Chargers on the rush, 2-on-1. And sails into the corner. Chargers pushing through to the net. Puck goes off the side. It's smacked around the backside by Big Ben. Over to Lucas Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer on the rush up the far side boards. Kohlmeyer in the zone. Loses the puck and recovers it. Shot. And that's in! Lucas Kohlmeyer with the first score of the game. Bulls take a lead 1-0. 11:27 left in the first. We're going to have a line change here for the Bulls. Coming out center is Jack Hooper. On his left, Philip Graw. On his right, that is Jack Hall. Or John Hall. He says to go by Jack, so I'll try to remember. Chargers back in their zone, trying to clear this one up to Hooper. Hooper sails it into the corner. Philip Graw circling right in front of the net. He's going to challenge. Chargers send it around. Chargers clear the zone here, right to Big Ben, but Big Ben can't hang on to it. That's Talon Gregory. Talon's always a threat to get down there and put a good shot on goal. Chargers try to center this one. Philip Graw intercepts, and Phillip's going to push it out of the zone. Pass across to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer into Charger territory. Another shot. This one goes wide of the net. Chargers recover in that near side corner. Out to Big Ben. Big Ben is going to skate it around. Big Ben up the far side now. He's in. Big Ben pulls up, takes a shot wide of the net. Jack behind the net over to Big Ben. Oh, Big Ben didn't see it bounce off his skate, and Chargers going to clear the zone now. Chargers dump it into Bulls territory. It's going to get picked up now by, I think that's Hall. Hall passes across. Nice pass. Looking for Caudle, but Caudle can't get it out of the zone. Gets jumped by a couple of Chargers. Reese Douglas tries to send it downrange, but the Chargers not letting him get a lot of room to work here. Chargers in the zone. Back to Parker Allen. Parker to Reese. Reese takes a hit, but manages to send this one up for Shannon Caudle. Chargers intercept and get it down the ice, but we're going to have an offsides. Apologies for my shoddy camera work, y'all. I'm used to standing behind this thing. It just isn't going to work out this time. 9:49 left on the clock. Chargers win this one, but jumped immediately by Reese Douglas. He's in the zone, gets a stick on it. Reese centers this one for Gus. Gus shot wide of the net. Over to Shannon. Shannon goes around behind the net. Nobody's home. Gus didn't see it go that way, and Chargers going to break out here. Remy Uptain gets there first, sends it up for Shannon, but intercepted. Chargers in the zone. Pass across, 97, drags, tries for a backhanded shot, but cleared out. Nice stop by Liam. This one's going to be wide of the net. Shot from the blue line, stopped again by Liam. Puck is bouncing all over the place behind the net. Chargers circling, shot. That's off Liam's chest, and he swallows that one. Nice stop by Liam Duncan. Chargers were knocking on the door that time. Out for the Bulls, we're going to have, that is Will Federley. Will wins it back to his defenseman. Trying to go up the boards and clear the zone, but a shot from the blue line stopped by Liam. Will again for the faceoff. Chargers win this one. Circle. They take a shot, but it bounces up in the air. Another shot gloved by Liam Duncan. Liam coming up, aces this time. Nice save, buddy. Will again. Will bounces that one over to, that is Caleb Doro. Caleb on the rush. He's got one to beat. Goes wide. Caleb boxed off the puck, and Chargers take it away. Sasha was there trying to help out. Didn't clear the zone. Will comes in. Will trying to make something happen. Will loses the puck. Chargers are going to clear out here. Again, Sasha was there trying to help him out, keep this play alive, but Chargers in the zone. On the backside, shot, and that's off the side of the net. Recovered by Sasha. Sent it up to Will right there in the center. Will kicks it to himself. Skates out of the zone. He's got some space to work. Cuts through towards the center. Will takes a shot. Blocked aside by the goalie. Nice save. In the corner now. Chargers clearing this one out. It's all the way down the ice, but it's on net, so they'll have to play it. And Liam holds it and just waits till they get up there and covers. Nice job, Liam. Another line change here. We'll have Jack Hooper out at center. Jude Cody with him. Remy Uptain gets it behind the net. Remy circling, goes up the boards, looking for Phillip. Phillip kicks it out. This one's going to get all the way across to Jude. Jude can't hang on to that one, though. Chargers sail it back down the ice, and it rolls into Bulls territory. No icing. Remy Uptain gets there first. behind the net now. Remy passing around looking for Jude. Jude with the backhand pass up to Hooper. Hooper bodied, but Chargers can't quite get that one away. Over to Philip Graw now. Phillip's in the zone. Phillip splits the defenders, moves it in tight. Shot deflected by the goalie. And the net came off its moorings, so we're going to have a stoppage. Line change. Coming out for the Bulls, we'll have that Shannon, Will. Oh, it's a little bit of a shakeup here. We'll have Will at center, Shannon at left wing, Reese at right wing. Back on defense, Bencomo and Uptain. Chargers win this one, breaking out, but Remy Uptain slows them down, puts a stick on it. Chargers retain possession, and they're going to sail this one into Bulls territory behind the net now. Picked up now by Bencomo. He couldn't hang on to it though. Chargers on the attack and a backside pass to an uncovered man. Nice play by the Chargers. We'll be tying it up with 6:52 left in the first. Shannon again for the faceoff. Chargers win this one. Pass it up to 97. He's on the attack. Into Bulls territory. Backside pass again, uncovered, but this one missed. Chargers push it in tighter. This one goes through the crease and over to Reese Douglas. Reese is going to sail it past his man. Don't think there's enough on this one for icing. Bulls chasing that one down the ice. Chargers loft it up and out, and we'll have a face-off in the Charger zone. Tried to flip that one up in the air and clear it into the neutral zone, but it hit the rafters instead. All right, out for the Bulls. Shannon again for the face-off. This one gets behind the Chargers net. They get there first. Back to Big Ben. Big Ben sends it back in the corner looking for Gus. Gus didn't see which way it was going, though. Back to Shannon. Shannon skating it in tighter. Takes a little bump there. Not much to that, though. Chargers on the near side wall. They're going to break this one out. Kohlmeyer steps up, tries for the steal, but can't get it. Dropping back in position now. Chargers working it up through the center. Shot. Blocker aside by Liam. This one's going to get back to the blue line. He's going to pass it in, but can't quite hook up with his man there. Kohlmeyer trying to clear this one out, but I think we're going to have an offsides. So I guess it did get over the blue line, and I didn't see it. Will Federley out for the face-off. He'll have Caleb and Sasha with him. Wins this one over to Caleb. Caleb pushes ahead. Caleb's got two in front of him. Skates towards the center. Back to Sasha. Sasha tips it forward. Nothing doing. Parker Allen sends this one in for Will. Will circling. Tries to send it back to his defender, but it misses. And all the way down into Bulls territory. They're calling that an icing. I thought that was a pass off of Will's stick, but apparently not. All right, we'll have a face-off back in Charger territory. Will again for the face-off. Chargers win this one, take it behind their own net. Pursued by Sasha. Sasha gets a stick on it, but this one's going all the way down the ice. And that was tipped. That should not be icing. Okay. 5:26 left in the first. Score still tied up, 1-1. Will wins this one to Caleb. Caleb takes a shot right off the drop and covered. I think one of the defenders managed to get a stick on that, so it slowed it down. Goalie saw it coming and jumped on that one. Will again, back to Caleb. It bounces over his stick, and he chips it back, looking for his defense for some help there, and it gets out in front of him, so Remy's going to dive back and get there first. Remy backhands it up for Sasha. Sasha gets around one, up to Caleb. Caleb can't clear the zone. And now it does. Over to Caleb Doro at the center. Caleb working it in, passes wide, looking for Will. Will's got to chase it in the corner here. Takes a big hit. Chargers back to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer tries to push that one in tighter, but can't get there. Sasha, oh, he does. Takes a shot. He centered it for for Caleb, but Caleb could not connect with that one. Chargers breaking out here on the rush up the near side boards. Chargers take a shot. It's behind the net. Sasha Dediu turning the Jets on. He's going to get a stick on it. Kicks it over for Will Federley. Will put a stick on it, but couldn't retain possession, and Chargers send this one out and down the ice. Kohlmeyer sends it up for Caleb, but he misses him, and we're going to have an icing. No icing. All right, goalie plays it, and Chargers managed to come away with that one. They're going to pass to the guy right in the center. Here comes Jack Hooper. Jack puts a stick on it, disrupts that play. Jack on the rush up to the center now. Jack goes wide, takes a shot. Goalie blockers it aside. That one was high. Back to Kohlmeyer, but he can't keep it live and in the zone. He spins, fires up for Hall. Hall can't get there, but pushes forward, bounces it off of his shin pads over to Hooper. Hooper to Hall. Hall trying to push through traffic. Takes a shot, blocked by the defender standing right in front of the net. Huntsville pushing out of the zone now. Into Bulls territory. Kohlmeyer cuts his man off. Puck is loose. In the corner, trying to dig it out. This one's going to go back to the defender at the blue line, but I think that was Hooper that kicked that one out, and Chargers have to regroup. Up through the center now. Hall with the steal. Goes in the corner, backhands this one around behind the net. No Bulls on the far side. Here goes Hooper in pursuit. Hooper contacts his man, but can't get him off the puck. Fighting through traffic. Chargers going through in the zone now. That's offsides. Kohlmeyer trying to fight through traffic. Cannot do it, though, as the Chargers just pinched on him right there at the blue line. Bencomo takes a shot. It's blockered aside by the goalie. Nice hesitation on that shot and got it through the defender's legs. I thought the goalie was going to miss it. Nice job, but that was missed. That was Reese Douglas on the backside with the shot. Takes another shot off the goalie's pads. And here go the Chargers, but Parker Allen's right there. Flips that one in and might have had too many men on the ice, but here go the Bulls. Reese tried to put that one in. That was Parker tried to put that one in. Nothing doing. On the breakout here, Remy Uptain's going to get there first. Remy fires wide, looking for Shannon. Can't get to him, though. Sorry about the camera work, y'all. And this one goes into the bench, and we'll have a stoppage. Minute 44 left in the first. Will Federley for the faceoff. Will tried to send it over to Caleb, but nothing doing. Chargers pick it up. They're exiting the zone. Going wide. It's one-on-one here. Going to take a shot way wide of the net. Over to Sasha Dediu. Sasha looking to break out. Can't hit his man across the ice as the Chargers were right there. And does hit Will this time. Will takes it back into Bulls territory. Hits it to Parker. Parker to Will. Will bats it forward. He's going to chase his own pass. It's him and Caleb. Takes a shot. Will Federley with score number 2 for the Bulls. And here goes Mr. Business. He's going to get his handshake from Coach Josh on the bench. That is Will's celebration. Just a handshake. Same line's going to stay out. Chargers body off the puck and win this one, but not before Sasha gets a stick on it. Chargers get there first. In the zone now. And, that was Kohlmeyer with the steal. Sorry, that was Big Ben with the steal. Over to Caleb. Caleb pushes it into the zone, but 17 gets there first. Sends this one back up. Kohlmeyer is going to get there. A lot of pressure there from the Chargers, though. Trying to send this one up the ice, but Chargers come away with it. That's going to be a trip on Sasha. Yep, and Bulls will be on a penalty kill. So, minute and a half penalty. We've got 42 seconds left to play in the first. Chargers get a man advantage. Coming out for the Bulls, we'll have Shannon Caudle at center. With him is Reese Douglas. Back on defense, the Lucases. Kohlmeyer picks it up behind the Bulls net. Trying to kill some time here. Circles. Kohlmeyer sends it up the boards. Bulls can't clear the zone, though. Work it in tighter. Liam chips that one up and in the air. Another save. Great job by Liam Duncan, as Kohlmeyer's just going to blast this one down the ice and get a little breathing room. That one took some crazy bounces there, and Liam kept his head on a swivel. Nice job. Nice save. Same line's going to stay out. Shannon and Reese on offense. Lucas is back on defense. Chargers win it back to their defender. Takes a shot from way downtown, but it's off the guy's back, and Kohlmeyer sends this one up for Shannon, but Shannon can't hang on to it. Shannon with the forecheck. Over to Reese now. Reese going to send this one into Charger territory. 4 seconds left. And that's going to do it for the first period. Bulls up 2-1 at this point. Nice play on both sides. A lot of hustle going on. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, here we go. Switching sides. Still got 48 seconds left on the penalty kill here. Coming out for the Bulls, we'll have too many men for one. Oh, wait, now they're sending Sasha to the box. So it'll be Shannon and Reese again. Back on defense, we'll have Big Ben and Kohlmeyer. Shannon for the faceoff. This one goes wide for the Charger winger, and Reese gets a stick on that. That was offsides. 41 seconds left on the penalty kill. Chargers in the zone now. Big Ben fires this one down the ice. Stopped at the red line by the Charger defender. He's going to fire this one across the ice in the zone. Cleared out again. Chargers have to tag up. Reese Douglas jumps that one, and Reese almost came away with it, but Chargers recover. Send it out to their man wide at the red line. Shot from the blue line behind the net. Chargers recover on the near side wall. This one's free right there at the point, and Big Ben puts a stick on it and pushes it against the far side boards. This one's out, and that was Shannon took a huge hit, but now Reese came in, tried to lay the body. It's in Charger territory, but they're going to clear this one out. Chargers at the red line. Sasha Dediu getting in position. Sasha with the steal. Sasha gets taken down, and Shannon comes in trying to help him out. Shannon gets it, but kicked by a Charger defender, and this one is still loose. Bulls at full strength now. Sent up the ice. This one's right through the center. Dances wide. Played by the goalie. Reese Douglas in pursuit. Reese on the forecheck. They're going to clear this one out and exit the zone with a whole lot of steam. But Kohlmeyer with the steal. And Bulls send this one around the boards looking for Will Federle. Over to Kohlmeyer now. Kohlmeyer couldn't quite get all of that one. He's going to send this one up and wide. Over to Sasha. Sasha taps it back. Can't get to Will, though. Chargers up through the center. Bodied off the puck, and nice steal there as the Bulls try to turn this one back around. Up to Caleb Doro on the near side boards. Caleb takes a hit as he gets in the corner, though, but comes off of it in pursuit now. This one's going to come back to the man at the blue line. That's Remy Uptain. Takes a shot from way downtown, but it's stick to side. Over to Will. Will to Caleb. Caleb tries to take a shot from the corner. Nothing doing. Right from the center. Parker Allen missed wide. This one's going to come back to Remy and over to Parker. Parker couldn't keep it in. Sends this one a backhand pass and will be offsides. Jack Hooper for the face-off. He'll have Hall and Philip Graw with him. Back to Parker Allen. That one stick-to-stick contact, and the puck went straight up into the rafters. Hooper pushes that one through the legs of the other center, but the Chargers come away with it. Parker dropping back, shot swallowed by Liam. All right, same line, stays out. Jack again between the legs, gets tied up, but there's Remy. Remy across for Phillip. Phillip trying to catch up to that one, but nothing doing. Parker gonna shoot that one way up the ice and should be an icing, but they're saying no icing, okay? And Jack Hall takes a shot off the shin guards of a Charger defender. This one's to Hall. Hall can't keep a hang on that one, and there the Chargers in the zone up the near side wall, and Parker Allen puts a stick on it. Parker smashes his man into the wall, flips this one over for Hall. Hall going to get there, but takes a shot to the head, and no call. All right. Philip Graw gets jumped right there at the blue line. Over to Hall. Hall circles. Looks for something to do, fires it up the boards and into Charger territory. Pursued now by Hooper. Back to Hall, but he can't keep a hold of it. Chargers back on the rush. Go wide, try to center this one at the point, and it misses. It's back to Gus Federle. Gus up to Reese. Reese had just come off the bench, and the goalie plays it into the corner. Reese trying to center this one, but it's behind the net. Big Ben gets up there. He steps up from his defensive position, gets wrangled down, nothing doing. Reese with the body over to Shannon Caudle. Oh, they go through Shannon's legs, and they're jumping it. It's a 3-on-1. Dropping back in position is Kohlmeyer. They go across, shot, and Liam Duncan sees it all the way in. Nice save by Liam Duncan. That 3-on-1 play. 8:36 left to play in the second. Same line's going to stay out. Shannon Reese and Gus. Chargers take a shot, but way high. It's behind the net. Trying to center this one. Can't see what's happening. On the near side boards, picked up by the Bulls. Pass to the center to Kohlmeyer. Tries for the Deeks, but misses it, and shot from way downtown, wide of the net. Chargers picked, that was a great opportunity, but Chargers picked this one up, and they're going to clear the zone on the rush again. They throw one on the net from behind the blue line, and Liam just kicks that one aside. Trying to center again, over to Shannon. Shannon got a lot of space to work, and he is really dangerous in this open ice. Here goes Shannon. Pulls up at the point. Shot swallowed by the goalie. Nice save by the Chargers goalie. All right, line change here. That's Will Federley for the faceoff. Chargers win this one, take it back in the corner. Chargers on the rush. In the zone now. Trying to go for that backside pass again, but nothing doing. Defenseman is skated up, and he's like way deep in territory. Here goes Sasha. Sasha passed across looking for Will, but couldn't get to him. Chargers retain possession now. Doing a nice job of cycling the puck between their defenders. Chargers up through the center, but stood up by Sasha. They had to pull up there. Dump it in. They're going to go for a partial line change. Here goes Parker. Parker fires one up the ice for Will, but it was behind his back, and Will couldn't see it. Bulls send this one up against the far side boards, but the Chargers get possession as they pinch the man. Picked up by, I think that was Caleb. And Shannon took a massive hit, or Will took a massive hit at center ice. Should have been interference, and that should be too many men on the ice. But we got a call. I did not see the hand signal. Okay, they're calling too many men on the ice. So Bulls on a power play. All right, out for the Bulls, we'll keep Will Federley. We've got Shannon Caudle and Reese Douglas back on defense. We've got Big Ben and Remy Uptain. Got a goalie change for the Chargers. Got Macon Reed, used to play with us down at Birmingham. Macon Reed coming in. Good to see old Macon. Chargers win the faceoff. Shannon pushed forward, tries to center this one for Reese, but Reese was covered up. Chargers loft this one up and down the ice. Here goes Big Ben dropping back. He gets it, circles, pressured. Nice forecheck there by the Chargers. This one bounces in Reese's skates, and they pinched him at the blue line. Remy recovers and clears this one out. Chargers, though, pick it right back up at the blue line, pushing back in tight. Can't get a shot off. Liam plays that one. Not in the net. It's behind the net. And they blew the play dead. I don't know if the net came off or what happened, but couldn't really tell exactly what happened, but the puck was still loose. Here we go, Will for the faceoff again. Chargers win it. They take a shot from the point, and a backhand point-blank shot deflected by Liam. Over to Shannon. Shannon passes this one up for Reese. Reese backhands it. Oh, Will was behind him, and he couldn't see Will in pursuit. Will with the big hit over to Reese. Reese takes a shot. It's off the defender's skates. Another shot wide of the net. This one goes to Shannon. He backhands it around looking for Will. Will picks it up. Back to Big Ben. Big Ben skates it in tighter. Big Ben through traffic. Bodies one man, but loses the puck, and Chargers looking to clear this one. It gets past the defender and way downtown. Back to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer pulls up, looks, makes one miss. He's up the near side boards. Here goes Kohlmeyer. Skates it in tighter. Shot stick aside by the goalie. Back to Shannon. Shannon can't keep a handle on that. Chargers on the rush again. It's one-on-one with the defender. They take a shot. Stopped by Liam. He covers that one. Nice save by Liam Duncan. Chargers have killed their penalty. They're back at full strength. .5:11 left to play in the second period. Jack Hooper out for the Bulls. Chargers win this faceoff back to their defender, but not before Jude Cody puts a stick on it and sends it into the neutral zone. Chargers got to regroup. Philip Graw chasing the muffed pass there and gets it. Centered for Jude Cody, but could not quite get a full shot off on that one as the defenders came in and smashed Jude out of the way. Chargers trying to clear the zone here. Bulls can't quite get a stick on this one. It's back in Bulls territory. Parker Allen going up the boards trying to clear this one. He does. Gets to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer's got one to beat. Takes a shot, kicked aside by the goalie. Philip Graw gets screened off a puck there. Stepping up is Parker trying to make a play. Cody in pursuit, but Chargers get there first. Chargers in the zone now. Try to take a shot, but that was Parker in the way. And here we go. Kohlmeyer over to Philip. Philip to Jack. Back to Philip. Backhand shot at the net, but they were right in the way. Too much traffic in that crease. Nice steal there by Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer. We got an offsides. It's tough. Kohlmeyer's really dangerous right there when he gets a defenseman one-on-one. But we had somebody subbing in off the bench, and they jumped in before Kohlmeyer crossed the blue line. So Will Federley for the faceoff. He'll have Sasha and Caleb with him. Chargers win back to their defenseman. Passing this one up. In Bulls territory. This shot was wide. Another shot. This one went through the crease and almost to a Charger winger over there. Shot, and Liam drops his pads on that one and stops that one. Nice job by Liam. Same line. Chargers shot from the point, wide of the net. Trying to center this one, but Big Ben got a stick on that, ramped it up in the air. Big Ben goes across. This one's kicked forward by Will. Now Will takes the pass. Will on the rush. Will takes a shot from the blue line, kicked aside by the goalie. Caleb, sends it around, but Will can't get there. This one's going to come out of the zone, pursued by Remy Uptain. Probably going to have icing. How is that? Okay, it's not far enough. There we go. Remy goes wide, looking for Caleb. Caleb keeps it moving, but that should be icing. That should have been icing. No icing. Okay. Chargers sailing this one out and down the ice again. And we're going to have an icing this time. All right. There's a whole bunch of long passes on both teams that weren't called, so I guess they got tired of that. Here we go, coming out for the Bulls. Shannon Caudle at the center. Chargers win the face-off. Back to Big Ben. Big Ben stops this one at the blue line. Backhand pass into the corner. Up to Reese. Reese tries to center it, and shot! That was Gus Federley trying to clean up the loose change, but making Reed coming up aces for the Chargers. Gus battling in the corner against a man twice his size. Reese came in through the body, but Chargers retained possession here. They're going to clear the zone. On the breakout there, was a little bit behind their man, and Reese Douglas with the back check really helped out there. Trying to clear the zone now. This is Big Ben shaking and baking around guys as he goes, and he's in the zone. Reese is with him. He takes it to the corner. Centers, but nobody was home. That was a beautiful pass. Now Reese has it. Reese from way downtown, but nothing doing. There's a whole bunch of guys in the way. Shannon with the shot. Again, too many legs in the way. Over to, that was Gus with the shot. Reese gets shoved down from behind. No call. This one's going back to Parker. Parker did manage to keep it in, but Chargers on the rush. Picked that one up, skating with a head full of steam now. Chargers in the Bulls zone, and Bulls swatting at it, but It's a good way to get a tripping penalty. Back to the defender. He takes a shot, but blockered up. Caudle clears the zone here. Over to Reese. Reese is in the zone. Reese goes across looking for Shannon. Parker Allen steps up. He skates it in tight. Parker backhands. It's still loose. It's loose, but finally Macon Reed puts a glove on that one and stops play. Minute 7 seconds left in the second. Hooper for the face-off. He'll have Hall and Cody with him. Hooper chases that pass. This one's going to go right back to Remy. Remy winds up, fires through the traffic. And Cody, I thought Cody was going to clean that one up, but it was bouncing on him a lot. Stick lift there. Puck is still loose, but there we go. Chargers send this one way down the ice. They're saying no icing. Yeah, it died before it got to the red line. Here goes Parker Allen. Parker behind the net. Sends it wide, looking for Jude. Jude tips it forward into the neutral zone. Chargers got to tag up. Back to Parker. Parker again up the boards. It gets in Jude's skates, though, and we're going to have an offsides. 29 seconds left to play. What a game. This has been very much back and forth. A lot of hustle on both teams. Goalies making some incredible saves on both sides. Just good hockey. Will Federle for the face-off. Will pushes through, gets tied up with a Charger, sends it back to Parker. Parker fans on the pass wide and fans on it again. Charger skated in, shot wide of the net. Picked up now by the Bulls. They could go across looking for Caleb, but Caleb couldn't get there. And Chargers clear this one out. Back to Parker Allen. Parker takes a hit. Remy Uptain coming in to help him out. Sends this one up and into the center. And we got the period break right there. So, man, what a period of hockey. That was great. So, take a couple-minute break, and we'll be right back. All right, here we go. Third period. Coming out for the Bulls, we'll have Will Federle, Caleb Doro, Sasha Dediu. Back on defense, Kohlmeyer and Big Ben. Sure the officials are talking about something. All right, here we go. Will sends this one back to his defenseman. Picked up and sent for Sasha. Sasha across for Caleb. Caleb's in the zone. Passes back across to Sasha, but Sasha can't field that pass. Takes a hit as he pursues the puck. This one's going to come out and way down the ice. They're saying no ice, no icing. So Big Ben has to get there. Big Ben turning on the Jets, trying to clear this one out. Way down the ice. No, it's right here on the near side boards. Lots of hits going on. Caleb Doro's got it pinned up. I think this one's coming back to Big Ben. It does. Big Ben goes across, intercepted. Over to Kohlmeyer, though. Kohlmeyer skates up at the red line, sends it around wide, and that actually should have been icing, but they're saying no icing. Over to Will. Will tried for a shot, sticked aside by Macon. Caleb with the slapper, and Will trying to come in to deflect that one in. Back to Kohlmeyer at the blue line. Kohlmeyer takes a shot and absolutely murdered a kid right there with his shot. Over to Big Ben now. He moves it in tighter. Big Ben over to, that was Sasha in the center. He backhands the shot, but it misses the net. Another centering for Sasha, and I'm not sure about that one. Like Caleb got pulled down, but all good. Big Ben's going to send this one up. It's in the zone. We got offsides. I don't think Caleb had quite made it back across the blue line yet. 11:31 left to play in this game. Shannon for the faceoff. Ties his man up, pushes through. Shannon on the rush. He's got two defenders in front of him. Puck comes out wide for Gus. Gus can't hang on to it. Shannon to Reese right there in the center, but gets tied up with his man, and the Chargers put a stick on it. Remy Uptain steps up to keep this one in the corner for the Bulls and alive. They're going to clear this one all the way down the ice, and that should be an icing. Yeah. Bulls doing a great job at the start of this period, applying some pressure here. See if they can keep it up. Same line's going to stay out. Shannon Caudle at the center. Reese Douglas and Gus Federley at the wings. Back on defense, we've got Remy and Parker. Chargers win this one back to their man in the corner. Pursued now. Over to Remy Uptain. Remy from the blue line sends it back around. That is Reese. Reese tries to center. Can't connect. Chargers send it back around to Remy. Remy goes right back at him. Behind the net. Chargers clear the zone, but it's right to Remy. Remy goes on the near side boards. Chargers pick it right back up and come at the Bulls. Chargers get pinched right there in the slot, and here comes Gus. Gus hits it to Shannon. Shannon can't quite hang on to it, though, but he's in the zone. Tries to center this one, nothing doing. Off the skate of a defender. Back to, I think that's Big Ben. No, it's Parker. Parker uses the boards. And here comes Shannon. Shannon with the shot. It's off of the goalie's face mask. Remy stepping up to keep this one alive for the Bulls. Gets tied up with his man, and here goes the Chargers. Parker goes wide. They're going to get Remy for interference or Reese for interference. One of the two of them. Reese. So Bulls will be on a penalty kill. Let a lot of those calls go, but it's all right. Ten minutes, 1 second left in the game. Bulls have a man disadvantage for a minute and a half. Out for the Bulls will be Will Federley for the faceoff. Chargers win this one, and that was almost jumped by Sasha Dediu, and he was almost off to the races. Back to Big Ben behind the net. Big Ben puts a stick on it. Coming around, Big Ben back to the man at the blue line, and there's Will Federley, but he gets wrangled down by a stick. No call. Will pulls up from the blue line, takes a shot, blockered aside easily by the goalie. We've got a delayed penalty. Looks like on the Chargers. I think they are going to get him for that trip. So we'll be 4 aside. Same lines out. Will and Sasha at offense. We send it back to Kohlmeyer. He takes a booming shot, but it's over the net. This one's coming out of the zone. Kohlmeyer drops back. Spins, goes around one, throws the brakes on, goes wide. Hits Sasha. Sasha at the blue line, pulls up and loses possession of the puck. Back to Kohlmeyer. He dekes around one. Kohlmeyer in the zone. Kohlmeyer. This is where he gets real dangerous. Shot. Oh, it was loose in Sasha's skates, and he didn't see it. Back to Will Federley. Will circles, looking for an option here. Goes wide, looking for Kohlmeyer. Nothing doing. Over to Sasha. Point-blank shot, but he missed the net. Kohlmeyer in tight, gets tripped, and they're gonna call the Chargers for that trip. I don't know about that one. It hit him, and he fell a minute later. So. But all right, whatever. So it'll be 4-on-3 for 18 seconds before the Bulls clear their penalty for Reese. Will's going to take the face-off. Chargers tie him up, and they get possession. This goes back to the blue line. Kohlmeyer has it on his stick, looking for some options, starts to skate it in, decides to take a shot from way downtown, and Macon Reed sees that one all day and flashes the leather. Nice job, Macon. Six seconds left on Reese's penalty. We'll have about 30-ish seconds of a 5-on-3 for the Bulls. Will going to send this one back to his defender. Kohlmeyer across to Big Ben. Big Ben takes a shot. Gloved by Macon. Bulls got to get there tight and play that one close. Will again for the face-off. It is 5-on-3 for 23 seconds. We'll have Shannon and Reese out there with Will. It gets to Shannon. Shannon centers it for Will. Will takes a shot, blockered aside by Macon. This one's over to Shannon. He sends it behind the net looking for Will. They're going to boom this one all the way down the ice, and that should be an icing. That is icing. It should be an automatic icing. There we go. Big Ben picks it up. Over to Shannon. Shannon, one guy's come out of the box now. Shannon with the pass up to Will. Will's in the zone. Will dodges around a hit, and this one's loose. They got a guy in space. And nice stop by Liam. Big Ben helping keep it there so Liam could drop a glove on it and not get an unintended shot. That was a comedy of errors right there, but 27 seconds left on the power play for the Bulls. 7:46 left on the game clock. Will is still out there at center. Wins this one back to his defender. Going up the boards. Can't clear the zone. They take a shot. Goes to Remy Uptain. Remy sends this one wide and up, and this one goes right in the center. Will Federle can get there, played by the goalie. This one's coming around to Shannon. Shannon from the near side board. Sends it around behind the net for Will. Will trying to get there with the stick lift, sends it back to his defensive partner. Remy sends it into the corner. Remy again keeping this one alive for the Bulls. Steps up, takes a shot, but it's behind the net. Over to Will Federle. Will taps this one back, looking for Shannon. Can't hook up with Shannon there. Bulls trying to keep this one alive, but it squirts way out and down the ice. Back to Remy Uptain. Remy Uptain's going to send this one down, and we're going to have, is it too many men on the ice again? I think they're going to call too many men on the ice again. They are. They're going to put Parker Reed in the box, as Macon's twin brother, for a too many men on the ice call. So Bulls have a power play for a minute and a half. 6:58 left on the clock. I'm going to leave Remy and Big Ben out there for defense. Chargers win this one. Philip Graw got a stick on it but couldn't retain possession. Remy's got to hurry up and get back. He does. Fires wide. This one's going to come out of the zone up to Philip. Philip puts a stick on it, keeps it moving, but can't keep up with the pass. And Chargers clear the zone again. Jumps right there by Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer to Jack Hooper. Hooper in the zone from the point, loses the puck off his stick. And Chargers pick it back up. They're on the rush. Chargers in the zone. Defense pushing him to the corner. And stolen by Big Ben with the stick lift now. Big Ben going to clear the zone, loses his feet. Don't know where the puck is. It's wide, but Chargers send it into Bulls territory. Kohlmeyer gets there first. Kohlmeyer circling. Forecheck by the Chargers. Not going to let him have it easy, so he's going to go up and throw the brakes on. Go wide, dekes around one guy. Kohlmeyer up to Philip Graw. Philip goes around one. Philip skating it forward. Backhand pass to Jack. Jack with a shot. It's over the net in the corner. Philip Graw pulls up off of it, and the Chargers get there first. And it was Hall trying to make something happen there, but went right to the Chargers. Big Ben with the steal. Big Ben trying to get this one out, but shot from the blue line, wide of the net. Kohlmeyer coming in. Kohlmeyer can't quite get it out there as he goes up the boards. This one gets to Caleb. Caleb tried to push it forward, but couldn't do that. And here goes Phillip. Phillip clears this one. Caleb on the forecheck and the steal over to Jack. Jack Hooper with the shot, and that's in! Jack Hooper with the score. Whew. Right, a really nice job applying pressure that whole time. 5:07 left to play. Bulls up by 2. Will Federley for the face-off. Parker Allen steps up from the defensive position and tries to send this one forward, but the Chargers intercept, and Bulls trying to clear the zone. Sasha gets there, going to lob this one down the ice, and that should be an icing. It is. .4:53 left on the clock. Will again for the face-off. Will wins this one back to his defense. That's Remy there to pick it up behind the net. Remy skates around. Up the boards. This one clears the ice. It's over to Sasha, but Sasha loses it as it was behind him, and Chargers are in the zone now. Parker Allen gets there, tips this one up, and Caleb keeps it rolling forward, but can't catch up to that one. He does actually finally and gets it in the zone, but Chargers immediately recover. Intercepted now by Sasha Dediu. He works it in the near side corner behind the net. Chargers get there. They send it around for Parker Allen. Parker working it in deep. Parker in the zone. This one comes out, and Chargers on the breakout. They are about to have a one-on-one there, but Taylon Gregory with the shot wide of the net. Taylon's a big threat to break out. That kid's got some jets. Trying to center there, and Bulls defenders were right in the way. I think Remy Uptain lost his feet there, but managed to get a skate on the puck. Chargers trying to put shots on net here, but nothing much doing. Parker Allen overruns the puck, goes back the other way, looking for Caleb Doro. Caleb backhands this one to really nobody, and Sasha Dediu comes in to try to help him out. Caleb hits Will. Will ramps it off his stick, but can't catch up to that pass. Chargers on the attack again. Shot behind the net. Tried for a backhand shot, but it bounced off of Caleb's skates. Parker Allen sends it around. Nothing doing there. Up to the Chargers. And that was Caleb. Caleb jumped that one. Sends a pass down the ice, but can't make it all the way over to Will Federley. Will looking for something, but Sasha's battling 3 guys at once. And Kohlmeyer gets bottled up right there at the blue line. Parker Allen's back. Kohlmeyer coming in with the stick lift, trying to make something happen. Here goes Parker. Parker's going to send this one into Charger territory. We're going to get a partial line change for the Bulls. Chargers send it around from behind their net. This one's going to come out of the zone. Kohlmeyer gets it. Kohlmeyer spins, goes past 2, gets hooked. No call. Here go the Chargers. Sasha slowed him down right there at the blue line, but there it is. Reese Douglas not letting him enter the zone. Now they're going to throw this one in. Big Ben's going to get back there. 2:20 left on the clock. Big Ben's got a lot of space here. Now he's going to use the boards and send this one up the ice, but that's probably going to be an icing, and it is. Ooh. 2:12 left on the clock. Shannon Caudill for the faceoff. Chargers win it, send it over to their winger. They hit the guy in the high slot. He takes a shot and a deflection, but Liam gets on it as they tried to basically push Liam in the net, but they blew the whistle. So nice save by Liam. He dropped a pad right on that one. Empty net now. 6-on-5. Chargers win the faceoff. Bulls pushing through, up, trying to get this one out of the zone. Bulls can't do that, and that's going to be an offsides on the Chargers. And I think we'll have a face-off at center ice. They're asking if they want to put the goalie back in. And it looks like they are going to. We got a timeout. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Looks like our... Okay, so we're still going to have an empty net on Huntsville's side. 2 minutes left to play in this game. All right, coming out for the Bulls, we'll have Shannon Caudle at center. We'll have Gus and Reese with him. Back on defense, Ben Como and Kohlmeyer. 2 minutes left. Chargers win this one, but Shannon pokes it between his feet. Shannon's going to throw it in. Okay, they did not go empty net, excuse me. Goalie is back in Charger territory. Bulls playing soft. Ooh, Reese stepped in. Kohlmeyer has it on his stick, sends it over to Reese. Reese throws it into Charger territory, but it's not deep enough. Here come the Chargers on the rush. Backhand. Chargers are offsides, still offsides. There they go. And we're going to have a hook on a Bull, somebody. I think they're going to call Shannon for a hook. They are. Oh, no, they're going to call Gus for the hook. No, not Gus. It is Shannon. Okay. So we'll have 6-on-4 here for a minute and a half. This is not a good place to take a penalty, but Will have the face-off. With him will be Reese, back on defense of the Lucases. I think I had 7 there for a hot second. All right, here we go. Chargers win this one, but Bulls get a stick on it. This one bounces in the corner. Trying to center. Liam makes the first save. Defenders help clear it out. Nice job by the Bulls. Again, defense not letting that one get through. This shot's wide of the net. Chargers pick it up to try to center. Will Federley tried to get a shot off there. This is Big Ben. Somebody look at this. Big Ben with the backhand out. Will Federley overruns it. Chargers in, that's offsides. 52 seconds left on the clock. 57 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Bulls. Oh my goodness. This has been a heck of a game on both sides here. Will Federley, again, I know Will's getting tired. Reese jumps this one. Reese backhands, well, it's in Charger territory, but not enough on it. They're going to get there first. Reese with the forecheck. Chargers trying to skate up through center. Ben Como stepped up to make that play. They're going to send it into Bulls territory. Kohlmeyer is going to get there in the corner. Taps it forward, but can't retain possession. Reese Douglas puts a skate on it. Big Ben, excuse me, that's Kohlmeyer. No, that's Big Ben. Sends it forward. Both Lucases have a 68 and a 66, and I can never tell the difference from up here. Chargers from the dot. Bounces through traffic, and Kohlmeyer puts a stick on it, puts it in the corner. Another shot blocked by Liam. This is to Reese Douglas. Reese bodies his man over to Big Ben. He's going to tie it up on the wall. Big Ben is going to let this one go. And that is going to be the game. Bulls come away with a 3-1 victory. Very nice job by Liam Duncan and everybody in that game. So we will be back at 6:30 as the Bulls take on the Nashville Flyers. We'll see you guys then. Go Bulls.